Welcome to my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to have you here with us. Yeah, I know what's gonna happen in the movie like 5 minutes in. Hi guys. We have a special guest, Mr. White.
I'm not a guest, it's my channel.
Okay, so this is a very special recording.
Yep.
This has been long overdue, a proper introduction and a Q&A. I'm going to be reading the questions from my phone, and I did get a lot of questions about Aaron and I. I actually got a ton of questions about us and some about my business. And the main question, my name is Jasmine. I go by Jazz. I'm Jasmine, this is Aaron. I am from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, but we are currently living in Michigan.
I was born in Mississippi, but I grew up in Flint, Michigan. Shout out Michigan, from the south to the north.
Yeah, which is basically so crazy because that's, we were
from
born in the south. And here we are. When we met, oh well, this leads into the next question, how we met. I like the way he tells the story, so I'm gonna let.
I'll tell it. So we met in 2013, freshman year of college at Eastern Michigan. Like, I was cleaning my room. I got done cleaning my room. It was like the first month or the first couple of weeks of school. Went downstairs, and as soon as I walked out the door, I seen her and her mom trying to get this huge bookshelf out the back seat. Just me being me in general. I'm like, well, do they need some help? They said, yeah. Help them carry the bookshelf all the way up to the 4th floor. And
it was even more crazy because after you brought the bookshelf up, my mom was like, oh, he's cute, you should get his number.
Yeah.
And I feel like you heard that as you were walking back, because you came back and knocked on the door like, oh, by the way, my name is Aaron.
Yeah, I did hear. I mean, she didn't even really wait till I get out the room. Your mom.
Yeah, my mom, no.
But yeah.
Wow, yeah. So yeah, and 10 years later,
yep.
I had a dry erase board on our dorm room door, and he wrote his room number. I think it was like 121 Putnam, and my room number was 421 Putnam. 421, so that was crazy too.
Yeah, seeing her like next week in the same spot in front of the building, and I got her number, and that was that.
How's your first year of marriage going?
Oh, it's going great.
Going great, yeah.
Like, we've been together for 10 years, so for a man like me, we already know if we want to get married or not from a young age. Like, this ain't knew I was going to be married one day. So, yeah, so it feels good to be married to my wife now for a year.
Do you remember our first date?
It's kind of a blur. I told her to meet me in the lounge room so we can watch a movie together at a certain time.
And guess what that movie was, y'all?
They don't even know all that right now.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
It was Precious. We was in there watching Precious, y'all.
Yeah.
And then his roommate came with like some beach ball with a bunch of questions. So we was like going through that. Then we walked to get some pizza from Benito's across the street. Our thoughts on starting a family.
If you don't know me, I come from a big family. Big family.
I come from a big family, but they are all pretty distant and like all over the world, so I don't hang around them as much. So like when I hang around family, it's usually his. But I'm definitely open to having a family. I nanny, as you guys can tell in my last video. So I'm always working with kids. You know, I changed my major to early childhood education, so like I've always been around kids. So I definitely see myself having a family and having kids of my own.
Definitely on the way.
For baby names, so his middle name is Joe, and so is his granddad's and his cousin and his other cousin and maybe a couple more. So I want to keep up with that tradition. So we are thinking any name with the middle name Joe for a girl or a boy.
I got a couple names for a girl and a boy. In August, that could be a girl or a boy name.
I like boy names for girls as well.
Y'all can give us some options too if y'all want to.
Yeah, drop some names or suggestions in the comments.
What y'all think we're gonna make in the video?
Yes, because it'll be blank. It'll be blank Joe White for a boy or a girl. So if you have any suggestions, drop them in the comments. We would love to hear what you guys think. So next question. This has come up like 3 times.
What's that?
How do you guys handle things you disagree on? Deal with arguments and fights, and like you navigate through disagreements. Take the wheel.
You want me? No, you go first. Go ahead.
Like we're a pretty chill, laid back. First of all, we're a pretty laid back couple, so it takes a lot for both of us to be mad or feel a certain type of way, and we're both
just angry.
We're both pretty
like
content and comfortable in who we are individually. So like if he's doing something that I'm not really feeling, or vice versa, like it's nothing to really like cause a wedge in our relationship, if that makes sense.
No, I don't know how.
But yeah, if there is a time where buttons are being pressed, I feel like we get it out our systems in that time, and then after a while, I feel like he's even better at it, like communicating and really like explaining like the situation, because I'm very more emotional. I feel like, and I am kind of spoiled maybe, but I'm just a little more emotional than he is. So like I may be irrationally speaking while he's a little more calm, cool, and collected. So it kind of just grounds me a little bit more. So I feel like our disagreements and arguments might feel big in a moment, but like he's always just like, this is what it is, and this is how it's gonna go in a way that's like respectable and just makes sense for both of us, because
that's what makes sense. What makes sense for both of us, because it go back to what I said. I already knew I was going to be married at some point in my life, so that's the main thing. So how I navigate is like, we have an argument, or we have a disagreement, or I'll be in my ways, or she'll be in her ways, and then it's just like you notice what's going on. You got to figure out why. It's just really about addressing them. I go about everything, putting it on the table, addressing it. That's how I go about everything with anybody. So how I look at it.
Yeah. Even when I'm not ready to speak right then and there, like he's like, no, let's just get it out there in the open. Yeah.
Cause y'all know, just like that shit don't be that serious.
It really don't. It's so trivial, especially when you've been together for so long. It could be like,
y'all gotta get over it.
So minuscule. Okay, moving on. What activities do we do together to keep the spark?
For a lot of outdoor activities. We spend most of our day outside, and then we bring it back to the crib. So everything from like tennis, going to the park, going
just
downtown,
walks. Definitely downtown.
Ypsilanti, Ann Arbor, Detroit.
The thing is, every time we travel to a city or wherever, we always go to the zoo, which is really cool. So we're very adventurous. We like to be outside. I feel like
we go to bars and clubs sometimes. When we get back to the crib, we watch hella movies. We movie critics.
I know what's gonna happen in the movie like 5 minutes in.
We movie critics.
We have so much in common, so like doing them by ourselves and then doing it together, like that just it just keeps everything fun and like exciting. And we're still so young, so I feel like we're still technically in our honeymoon phase, even though we've been together for 10 years. But like we've been married for 1, and it still feels like the first few years, us like falling in love, whatever. So goals that we are working towards as a partnership or couple, I would definitely say
infinite goals. Like what is a goal that we're working towards? Like we're working towards a lifelong marriage of longevity. Like my both sets of my grandparents were married, both sets, till death.
I feel like that's our standard. Definitely like living life, so traveling together, making sure that we travel, just thriving in all aspects of our life, mentally, physically, financially. How to deal with lack of support. They didn't say whether it was for business or relationship or anything like that, but in general,
just say how to deal with lack of support.
So like I don't know, just be confident in who you are and what you have to offer, and make sure that you stand in 10 toes down and just keep pushing, because there's always going to be someone or something that's not going to like what you're doing or support it, but there's also going to be hundreds of other people that do. So there's people that's supporting you. If it's not the support you want, that's okay. It's
You gotta
still
move
support.
around. Wherever you at right now, you ain't feeling no support. You gotta move around.
Right, it's
you
no
gonna,
point in
you gonna
dwelling
move
on it.
somewhere and you're gonna start feeling some support. And you're gonna be like, oh snap, it feel good over here. And also look at your mentors. It's good to have people. I'm not telling you to idolize nobody, but it's good to have people to look up to, because you'll find that a lot of them didn't have no support either.
Your zodiac sign. I'm a Libra, September 29th,
Yeah.
and he's a Leo, August 1st, first of the month, baby. What did you want to be growing up? I wanted to be a veterinarian, and then I wanted to be a masseuse, and I wanted to be a teacher. I'm a teacher. All right, y'all, that is it for us. If you have any more questions, please do not hesitate to drop them in the comments or reach out to us on Instagram.
Yeah.
I will link them below for both of our accounts. It felt so good talking to you guys. I'm so excited to be having this video put out. I'm gonna be editing it tonight,
Sure.
and I will have it Sunday evening. I hope you guys tune in. Yeah, I'm so excited, and this was nice
Yeah,
getting
it
to
was
talk
nice.
to you guys
Yeah.
and finally getting this video out.
Thank y'all for being interested. Thank y'all for tuning in. You already know what it is.